treat for you guys. Many things for you guys to experience today. I'll point them out as they pass along the tour. Now this is a continuous tour, about 35 to 40 minutes. With no stops. I will be taking breaks in between habitats so you guys can get a better look at all the wildlife and plant life on the tour today. You're going to be seeing about 70% of the zoo. The other 30%, that's up to you guys, whatever you guys like to do. Any questions? Again, my name is Cassandra. You can find me after the tour. So how about we get lost in Lost Forest? Down Tiger Trail we go. A little way, keep it down. Probably my favorite part of the tour. A little bit cooler down here, but a cooler climate with lush trees, oversized ferns and gardens, especially in the hotter months and days to come. Now, one of the first species that I wanted to touch up on before we continue down Tiger Trail, you might see a couple to your left, a couple to your right, a couple behind you, in front of you. They're in this bus. It's the human species. So that's us. But most importantly, you guys. Again, just by being here today, you guys are allowing us to continue our conservation work for all of these awesome wildlife and plant species you're going to be seeing today. Dipping on to our right into our Malayan tiger habitat. See if we can spot any of our three. Fingers crossed if we're lucky. On your left, looking down below, you guys might be able to spot some jaguars. Keep looking, maybe some Mustang, anybody? Some windshield vipers. Gotcha. It's outside and here at the zoo. Now, majority of them that you see here were rescued as babies, where they were being sold either as pets or as food. They've been victims of the illegal bush meat trade. But again, our conservation efforts allow us to make really cool habitats like the ones they're in now, so they can live and thrive and raise up young of their own. All right, and onward we go.
Wow, dear.
It's always nice to get a view of any of our bears here. Again, we have 3 of them. We saw our sloth bears. These are our grizzly bears that come from the word grizzled, meaning speckled with gray. Let's see if we can spot our Andean bears. You guys want to turn back to your seats and you're rolling down. Those cats of the Himalayas. We have one down below on your left and one to the top. Again, we have Ramil and Nafisa, our bonded pair of snow leopards. I get a couple comments that it looks like these penguins are wearing tiny tuxedos, but it's actually for camouflage. Now, if you're a bird, up in the sky looking down below, the blacks on their backs look like the darks and depths of the water. If you're a fish swimming on up, the whites on their stomach in song, just like our flamingos and the rock hyrax as well. Down below, this is a bird's eye view of our Africa rocks. You'll see our Madagascar and Ethiopian portions. We'll be going up that a little bit later on our tour. Now, I like to mention that the San Diego Zoo is known for its animals, but it's also the largest and most visited. See if we can get a better look. Typically like to show off their wingspan. So I always like to stop here and shine almost like a spotlight when it comes to the California condors. They were once on the brink of extinction, about 22 of them left out in mammals. And they share their habitat with pronghorn.
It is. Feathers.
Alrighty, now I call these birds our guardians of the elephants. We have our secretary birds down below. And at first we teamed up with the safari park And the LA Zoo, we created what's called the California Condor Recovery Program. That allowed us to make really cool protected aviaries like the ones they're in now. They might show off your wingspan just a bit, and that wingspan is the size of the width of this bus. Alrighty guys, how to jump off the mic for just a bit. And we have our lions here on your right. This is Miss Ellen to your left. Down below we have Mr. Ernest. Both of them taking little cat naps. They can sleep to about 10 to 15 hours per day. As much as I do on my day off. Now if you guys have seen the statue of Rex at the front, right on Front Street. Rex is one of the lions here that basically started the zoo. He got the attention of Dr. Harry Wegeforth with his loud roar during the 1950 Panama, California exposition held here in Balboa Park. That inspired him to create the zoo, the San Diego Zoo, and the San Diego Safari Park. Along the way, we have our bear up front to your right. With our elephant care specialists can perform any type of routine or medical checkup. Highly recommend making your way through.
It's feathers.
Alrighty, now I call these birds our guardians of the elephant. We have our secretary birds down below. And they share their habitat with pronghorn.
It is.
So I always like to stop here and shine almost like a spotlight when it comes to the California condors. They were once on the brink of extinction, about 20. Down below, this is a bird's eye view of our Africa rocks. You'll see our Madagascar and Ethiopian portions. We'll be going up that a little bit later on our tour. Now, I like to mention that the San Diego Zoo is known for its animals, but it's also the largest and most visited animals. Very cool to see them out and about. Now, when they were younger, their mother taught them all sorts of bad habits. It's very cool to see them explore and learn more from their habitat here at the zoo.
I think therefore I am.
Mobile mouse. They can form almost like a straw to get into the cracks and crevices of the rocks and trees. Their favorite kind of treats would be termites. They can also open and close their nostrils at will. Very cool view to see them out and about. They're either down below or tucked in their caves on the right. Again, those are our sloth bears. Let's go see if we can spot any more of our 3 bears down in Bear Canyon.